a female body. So first, I just want to get this out of the way that this is not the only way to draw the female body. This is my way to draw the female body. So I just wanted you to take my way and layer already what you already know and where you want to go with your art. So make it your own. This is just a starting point. So this is not the only way to draw the female body. Also, shout out to Applemint, or I'm just gonna link her channel down below because I've learned how to draw female body from her. So that was a couple of years ago. So it's still my way of drawing the female body, but it is gonna be based off of hers a little. So I just want to start with laying down a couple of rules here. So I'm gonna write down the rule and then I'm gonna explain what I mean. Add curves. Excuse my ugly handwriting, I'm writing really fast. So what I mean by add curves, when you're drawing a human body, or like the female body in general, the female body is much more curvier than a man's body. So basically, we're gonna have some curves and stuff, a little round shapes, like you'll see. Just make sure to add curves to your female, because if she doesn't have any curves, she's not a female. We all have curves. Some are more curvier than others, but we all have curves. No straight lines. So what I mean by no straight lines is that even when you're drawing the male body, there's no such thing as a straight line in a human body. We don't have it. So, like when you're like look at my arm here. It looks like a straight line, but if you look at it again, I'm going down and I curve back into my hand. And that's how it is on everywhere on my body. Everywhere on my body, sorry. My siblings are in the background. So even when you're drawing a male body, keep this in mind that there's no straight lines in the body. Use shapes. So like, hold up. Let me write that down. I really have a lot of explaining to this for this one. So what I mean by use shapes is that when I'm drawing a head, I'll start off with a circle. And then say I want her to have like more of a circle-ish head type. I'm gonna go with the chin and I'm gonna just kind of make it more circle-ish. And I can do the same thing to make it more more like a rectangle, more like a triangle. And I use shapes to draw a face shape. You see that? So when you use shapes, it's easier to memorize what you're doing because we already memorize shapes and shapes are easy to spot out. So if you use shapes when you're drawing your body, it's just making it 10 times easier for you. So yeah, use shapes. Don't detail too fast. So what I mean by that is like when I'm drawing, the funnest part is the details for me. So I forget that I have to sit back and kind of, like you see this right here, this is just a shape. If I wanted it to look a little bit different, I don't know, I really don't know what I'm doing, then I would kind of tweak it. But when you're tweaking it, you have to tweak it slowly. Because if you're not doing that, then it's really, if you're not tweaking it slowly, then it's gonna end up looking muddy and bad and horrible, and then it won't end up looking the way you want it. And so, like say I think this is a little bit too straight, I would do like that. I have to render it slowly, or I wanted it to be bigger. Like I can't go in with the detail too fast, or it's gonna end up looking muggy, which that always used to happen to me. So number 5. Add some form. What I mean by that is like when I first started drawing, this is how I used to draw the stomachs. Her stomach used to be that thin. like, you see what I mean? Nobody's stomach is gonna be that thin. Unless that's like your art style and that's just how you draw, you need to add some form. So it would make more sense for the stomach to be more like this. Oh, I'm making her less curvy. But like, you see how that has much form? This is much more realistic than this. You don't want to do this because it's not realistic and it'll like mess up the way you draw bodies. If you want something more like this where you have more form. And when you're thinking about form, you gotta realize there's different shapes of the female body. So here we have more of an hourglass shape, but here we have more of a rectangle shape. There's like circles and triangles. You have to realize there's different shapes when you're adding form. So the first thing you want to do is you basically just want to know what type of shape or body type you want your character to have, and then when you draw it, render it, don't detail it too fast, and then add form to it so it makes it more realistic. You might want your character a little chubby. Sorry, that looks really bad. I'm just trying to go quick. But like, you have to add some type of form to your body or else it's not gonna look right. So yeah. So now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna draw the female body. Sorry for that. I'm going to draw the female body. So this part. So first we're gonna start with the head. We're just gonna start with a circle. Then we're gonna go like this. I don't know. I'm not gonna draw a character. Like I said, I'm just drawing the body. So I'm gonna add the neck here. Now that looks kind of weird. I'm adding the shoulders, or what are soon to be the shoulders, I guess. Here, the breast. Okay. This looks slower on my now. I'm so excited. Okay, we got her body shape, kind of like an hourglass. She's gonna be in such a weird pose. I apologize for that. And then I'm just gonna draw the legs. Don't try to draw this in a difficult pose if you don't know what you're doing. Start off with something simple and then you can explore more. I don't really feel like drawing the feet. I usually just draw shapes for the feet. I don't know. I think it's such a weird pose, like I said. I usually start off with the baseline for the arm, so when I add the form to it, oh, that looks very bad. When I add the form to it, it'll look a little bit, it just helps. So I usually just start off with the line for the arm. Also, don't forget what type of shoulders you want. There's different types of shoulders, I promise. I'm not just saying stuff. Add these little shapes. There, we got a human body, or female human body to be exact. Let's see if I followed all of the rules, okay? So, she has some curves. Like, look at that. It curved right there. Curves. Oopsies. She has form. Look at that. She has some form there. Look at that. She's not, like, super skinny. She got some meat on her. Some meat. She has form. I use shapes. We could also point out the feet if I wanted to for the shapes. I didn't do too much detail. Okay. And then there's no strings